stage.
It's back.
It is. Slide, change things. And then it just goes back in. Works on incline. Works on decline. There's very few times that we have to kind of like move the unit to make it work.
Does it come off these to go in a house, or does it you carry
It
the whole
does.
rig?
So here's the situation. It absolutely comes off. Like we'll take it to like the front of an apartment building.
Right.
But this cot itself is fairly substantial. So if there are stairs involved, we're going to find a different way to get you to the cot because it's just not safe to take the cot to you, which is fine. We have lots of lifting and moving. We have many ways of getting you down, but eventually everybody ends up in the back of the medic unit, right? So we have to find a way to get you in there safely. Like there's but you can put it in if you want. You just push the minus button. Just hold it down. Just hold it down. Keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. Keep pushing hard. Keep pushing hard. If you're okay, you just have to push hard. It's okay. And it just goes in. And it seats, and it doesn't go anywhere. Then you turn on. And then we center it on their chest. And we have two options. You can either have continuous CPR, which we do when we have an advanced airway in place, or if you're doing your classic CPR of 30 compressions to 2 ventilations like you see typically, there's an option for that as well. So that is 30 to 2.
Look at that.
I know, it's always right. It's always right. And it'll give you a little countdown.
Here it is.
That's what it does.
What else does it do?
It almost looks medieval.
So that's your hint, like it's time to breathe, and it'll stop for a moment, and then it'll start back up. So it stops for someone to give ventilations, and then it starts back up. It's consistent. You can take it downstairs. It'll live forever. It's fully charged right now. There's a spare battery. You can plug it into the wall. We've had it going for every bit of an hour, you know, on different. Because once we get to the hospital, if they're still in cardiac arrest and they continue to do treatment to them, they just stay on this there until they're done with it. And that's it.
Wow.
It's what it's trying to do is go down 2 inches. So it's specifically like CPR is 2 inches into the chest. Is specifically what it's trying to do. So it gets set from this. Like when we put it on, we then adjust the plunger down onto the chest, and it knows that's its starting position, and it goes down from there. So there are some, I say weight restrictions, but it's really more girth restrictions. Like very small adults or pediatrics, it's not going to fit on them. We're just going to continue to do our normal CPR. And if their girth is too large that you can't adjust that plunger, it doesn't have room to go up and down, that would also be a problem. So we couldn't use it on that. But it has been definitely a huge change being able to use this. It's always consistent. It doesn't get tired. Our personnel are really good at everything they do. They really are. And they're really good at CPR. But if you can take a task and make it so something else can do it, that leaves them free to do a different task that maybe wasn't going to get done before, you know, or would take longer to get, for sure. So it's very effective. It works really well.
Does the CPR like help the blood flow to the blood?
So you do CPR because their heart stops beating, right?
Yeah.
So we want their heart to beat,
Yeah.
you know, and we have to keep blood flowing because if your brain doesn't get oxygen, blood is not happy, and little cells start to die. So we need to do compressions for them. And they say that CPR really isn't as effective as if your heart is beating, right? Your heart does a better job than an outside force does, which makes sense. You know, you're kind of hooking it up to life support. So this is always consistent, but if you're going to be around for like 10 minutes, I'll teach you how to do CPR too.
Oh, I already know how.
I love it. I love it.